first. Want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1 to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mostert. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year. In the divisional round, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running, it's Drake. A first down and more for Drake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake, 62 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. This one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Williams. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Jackson's pass.
T.J. Hawkinson, 49 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Hauschka with the extra point. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that will tie things up at 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
Take over. First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 40. 20, 10,
what a play.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 79 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Texans 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down now, it's Williams, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 29, Texans 13.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
13.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it brings
well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Mostert. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
32.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Pernell McPhee able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here's Mostert. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
They'll run with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
It's the score, Chiefs 39, Texans 13.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 50-50.
Throwing again, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
For Juju Smith-Schuster. It's 4th down.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah.